Hey YouTube, this is a review of the Rimmel Lasting Finish 16-hour mineral enriched foundation. Um, I've been sort of eyeing this foundation for a while. I've been hearing about it for a while. And last time I was in Boots, it was on sale. So I picked up the lightest shade they had, which is the 100 Ivory, and I thought I'd try it out. So first thing, I want to show you what it looks like on my face, well, the before and after. So this is what my face looks like, washed and moisturized, but without any makeup on. So you see I have several problems. I have some redness on my cheeks and some dry patches here and there. My nose is fairly red. I have blackheads here. Also on my chin. And I have this weird red dry patch on my forehead, as well as the skin on my forehead is fairly dry. So these are the problems that I have. They're not particularly extreme, but they're there. So now let me go apply it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and this was a rather hurried application, but I think it gives you a pretty good idea. So as you see, it evened out the redness on my forehead and cheeks nicely. It reduced the shine on the nose, and of course it took care handily of the blackheads on the sides of my nose and the top and my chin. So this is what it looks like on my face. Now, what I think about it. Now, I'm a pretty big fan of the MAC Studio Sculpt. I like the packaging. I like the consistency. What I don't like about it is the finish and the coverage. I think the coverage is too heavy and the finish is too matte for the summer. And for my face, really, I just don't need as much coverage as this provides. So for me, this is an excellent substitute. Now look at the packaging. Look how something so simple, so uncomplicated, no pump or anything like that. Look how well it is designed, how easy it is to dispense, and how easy it is to control how much you dispense. Now I'll show you real quick what the texture looks like compared to the Sculpt. Now this is the Sculpt and this is the Rimmel. Now as you can see, this is way more liquidy, but it is still fairly thick, so it sticks, when you put it where you put it. So this is not going to be messy to apply at all. Now I'll show you how this blends. It's pretty easily. Look how beautifully this blends. I absolutely adore. Even with a finger, I apply this with a brush, but I can leave it. It just presents absolutely no problems. Blends wonderfly into this. I know I just don't want to mess up the application of the Sculpt. Look how wonderful, how beautiful this blends, and how much you can, I'm just really very, very impressed with the quality of this. But the thing that I love the most about it is how much it lets you control the coverage, because with you can thin it out to about light medium coverage, or you can build it up easily with no issues to, well, maybe not heavy, but definitely medium heavy coverage. I'll show you what I mean. Like this part of my face below the cheekbones and to the jawline doesn't really require that much coverage. I have very good skin here. I just apply foundation because I want to add a little something, a little extra. But it doesn't require any coverage at all. I just want to maybe play around with the finish. Now my cheeks, my nose, and especially my forehead require quite a bit more coverage. So while I apply one coat here and here, I apply 2 coats on my chin, on my cheeks, and up to 3 or 4 coats on my forehead. And you can't really tell the difference. You can't tell that there's more. There's no heavy buildup here. There's no alteration in color. It's not more saturated. It looks more saturated in places that I apply more. No, it just adds a beautiful, well-blended coverage. Also, because unlike like the cream to powder foundations, this one really gives you time to blend it out. It'll take a while to dry, so you don't need to put it and then immediately blend it. You can go all over your face. You can go over several times. You can come back to an area to give it a little extra, a little extra buffing. And I really, really like the finish. I have dry skin, so matte finish does not really look that great on me. But this gives a nice little, hint of dewiness. Not oiliness, but dewiness. And I really, 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 really like that. Especially since light coverage foundations nowadays, it's kind of hard to find one that gives you that kind of finish. They're mostly all cream to powder, liquid to powder, or just powder. And this is a nice find, I think. So, as you can probably tell, I really, really like this, but it does have several negatives that you should consider. One, which I think is a biggie, this doesn't have SPF. Now, my moisturizer has 25 SPF 25, so it's not a really big problem, but I consider foundation to be such a perfect vehicle for sun protection that I'm kind of disappointed when I see one that doesn't provide it, because it seems like such a natural fit. I think this would be a much better all-around product if it had SPF 15 or even 25. Now, also another issue is because it takes a while to dry. While it dries, it's liable to stain. It'll transfer on fabric if you rub it against. Like it won't just, even for, like it won't with any touch, but if you're like putting on like a shirt over it, as soon as you apply it, it'll probably leave something on there. So you're gonna need to give it time to dry before you can, maybe like 2 minutes to completely dry and set before you can, run cloth over it or clothes over it without it staining. It's a flip side. You have a lot of time to blend, but on the other side of that, you need to give it time to dry. So another thing is, because it's a lasting finish foundation, and it does last, I'm very happy with how it lasts. I can't swear to the 16 hours, I can't even swear to the 12, but I've worn this while we were in Vegas, and I sweat a lot, and this stuff sticks. It really, really does, for hours. I've worn that from the morning till the day we come, till I come back at night, and it looks as good as it did when I put it on. Now, because it's long lasting, you'll need to be thorough with removing it. You'll need an oil-based remover, or you'll need to give a couple, you'll need to go over your face a couple times with a regular remover, and you need to be careful because it's difficult to remove. It's difficult, not difficult, but it's challenging to get all of this off. So you need to be careful, and this will require some effort to take off. Now, I've worn this, I got this one, I don't know, maybe like 3 weeks ago, give or take, and it hasn't broken me out. So I'm very happy with that. My skin is not particularly sensitive, but it does happen sometimes, so I'm happy. This is basically my go-to foundation from now on, and I love it. And not, this is where I'd say, oh, it's a great product, the price. And you know what? It's not. It's a great product, period. The price is just an added benefit. I would buy this foundation if it was just as expensive as the Studio Sculpt. I like it that much. I think that's all I want to say about it. Yeah, I think that's it. So I really recommend it. I really like it. Oh, this is something. If you are a fan of the Studio Sculpt, but you think that the coverage is too heavy, or it just feels a little heavy on your face, you should definitely check this out and give it a shot. I think you'd really, really like it. So if you have any questions, or questions, comments, or requests about this product or any other, please leave a comment below. And thank you for watching, and I hope you found this helpful, and have a good day. Bye.